Please welcome Barry Edwards. Barry Edwards, those bucking Broncos, Barry Edwards.
As a small boy, I looked up to my big brother. I had to. He was taller than me. But I admired him because he was a cowboy. A real cowboy. He worked on farms, rounding up sheep and cattle, riding horses. And he was tough. So tough in the morning, he'd comb his hair with the garden rake, clean his teeth with a wire brush, and trim his toenails with a chainsaw. Competition chair, ladies and gentlemen, I knew that when I grew up, I too would be a cowboy. And one day ride the great careers of Taranaki on my faithful horse, Silver. I know, it's not a very original name, Silver. I took a shine to it. Now, the biggest day on the Cowboys' calendar in our small town was in April when the rodeo came to town, bringing with it the meanest, wildest, bloodthirstiest horses you've ever met, the bucking Broncos. Every year my brother would ride those bucking Broncos. And when I was only 9 years old, my father said to me, "Son, I know you've always wanted to be a cowboy. If you want to ride the rodeo this year, you have my blessing. Go with your brother, have fun, knock yourself out." So I did. 8:30 Saturday morning, we hoofed it down to the rodeo grounds to sign up and draw a name out of the hat. Yes, every one of those wild beasts had a name. They had scary names. They had names like Bone Cruncher, Whiplash, Widowmaker, and the meanest one of all, Winston Peters. My brother drew his name out and then I drew mine. When I held it up to read it, I felt the hair on my back stand straight out on end. Actually, I was only 9. I didn't have any hair on my back. But the name of the beast I was riding today was Mittens. Mittens! Doesn't sound very life-threatening. Well, the truth is, folks, I was under 15. I wasn't allowed to ride the bucking Broncos. I was only allowed to ride the bucking sheep. Those were the bucking rules. Mind you, these were the meanest, wildest, bloodthirstiest sheep you've ever seen. The rodeo started at 2 o'clock. Junior Cowboys went first. I was the second rider up. I climbed up the fence of the holding pen, scrambled over the top. It took 2 cowboys to hold Mittens down as I lowered myself onto her back. Mittens looked at me with those fiery red eyes, as if to say, "Don't even think about it, cowboy." Locked my feet behind her hind legs, wrapped my arms around her belly, and grabbed 2 big handfuls of wool. I nodded to the cowboy on the gate. "Release!" He swung open the gate. Mittens shot out of the pen like a steam train in a woolly jersey. I held on. My brother sat on the top round of the fence shouting, "Hold on, little brother! Hold on! Hold on! What else could I do? Sit up and play a tune on the violin?" I held on. Suddenly the unexpected happened. Mittens turned and went back the other way. She did a U-turn. I had to stay onto the bell, otherwise you don't get any points. I felt myself starting to slip. I was slipping over to the side. It wasn't long and I was right over the side. I kept holding on, but I kept slipping. It wasn't long and I was underneath. But there is a moral to the story, folks, and that is, if you ever find yourself in a woolly situation, and it feels like you're losing your grip, just remember sometimes all you've got to learn to do is hang on a little bit longer. Finally, at the end of the day, I win an award. The wooden spoon. First cowboy in the history of Rodeo to ride a sheep upside down. What happened to Mittens, you say? Well, she won a ribbon. The first sheep in the history of Rodeo to ride a cowboy. And she stayed